Yeah, ho, ho. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Sorry we're late, fashionably late. I'm on Latino time as usual. Big Swerve is more on Latino time, and Ivan, I don't know where the fuck Ivan is. So we're gonna move on with the show. They'll be in soon. Today's topic: collectors. Now, this is all stuff nerd. Anything from comic books to comic cards, sports cards, sneakers, statues, uh, whatever. So if you got something and you're watching, chime in. So who we have here is we're gonna go with Clyde.
Yo,
We're
yo,
going with
yo.
Clyde, not Smitty.
Yeah, man.
Right on. You look baked.
I am,
Gang, gang.
you know.
You look baked as fuck, dude. Like you were in the zone, forgot
I
about the
forgot I was
fucking
even going to stay on
podcast.
the show.
He's like, "Oh shit, that's my name. Why they
Yeah.
saying my name on this computer?"
What we talking about? Huh?
Well, where am I?
All right.
Some good shit.
Huh.
So
Yes,
what's up,
sir.
man?
Oh, man. Loving it, loving it. What's up?
Right on, right on.
Yes, sir.
All right, and we're bringing in Colt.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey,
Move
hey.
over, man.
How's everybody?
Move over. Colt is in the house.
How do I look? How do I look?
Fucking amazing, dude.
That beard, nice beard.
You know what I'm
Thank you.
saying? Damn, dog, my beer game is weak up in this motherfucker, dog. Jesus Christ.
That's
Start
all
growing
right.
my shit out.
It's all right.
Cole, I don't understand why Colt grows a beard, dude. He's got like an amazing head of hair. Usually you grow your beard when you start losing your hair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why I
make
grow
up
this
for
shit
it.
out, man.
Yeah.
I got the skin yarmulke. So I started cutting it short, started growing my goatee a little bit. But yeah,
Yeah.
Colt's got like a whole head of hair.
Yeah, last year, it's about 2 years ago is when I stopped doing everything. So now my hair is like down to here, but I looked utterly and completely homeless. So I put it back in a ponytail and I put my hat on because I was like, I'm not fit for TV right now. Like I looked like the epitome of nerd. So I was like, nah,
Awesome.
a homeless nerd at that.
Awesome.
So I figured,
Speaking of nerds, man. So what would you consider a nerd to be, Colt?
oh man, me?
I know. I love asking people that question. It's
Me?
it's like everyone's different with their
All
answer.
right. So to go, okay. So a nerd nowadays, I don't think that really exists. I think it's one of those stereotypes, if you could say, that's been kind of played out. Back in the day, it would be the kids going to school with the pocket protector and with the glasses and the thing in the middle with the tape and all that, and it's a stereotype that I think is just gone because I mean, it was always that joke that the nerds are going to rule the world. Well, hey, guess what, people? They are.
It happened. It
They
was
are.
inevitable.
It happened. It happened. So that was that was my thing. But now, I mean, I don't know. I mean, nerd is kind of like not the people that don't fit in. Maybe,
Okay.
or people like us that have like off. Well, I mean, now it's not off, but back when we were younger, it was off. To collect comic books,
Right. Yeah.
to
You
be
got
into
your ass whooped.
to be into electronics, to play Dungeons and Dragons. Back in the day. Oh, look at them guys rolling them dice.
Right.
Ooh. Now there's custom dice that light up. I mean, they're expensive as hell, man. But dude, they're
damn.
dope.
I haven't seen those.
Yo, they're dope. Real.
I got the marbled one. That's as fancy as mine get.
Yeah, these things they oh dude, they're pretty. When I saw the price on them, I just couldn't. I was like, nah, I don't need them that bad. I don't play that much D&D.
That much?
So yeah, they were pricey. They were pretty pricey. My kids would play D&D at Barnes and Nobles, man. There's a group of people, and once the pandemic hit, obviously they had to stop.
Yeah.
But dude, every like Thursday or Friday night or something, we'd take them up there, drop them off, and we just tool around the store, and they would play for hours with these other people, And if you thought about it, I mean, you could say that we were all nerds. I mean, it was all the eclectic people, the people that didn't fit mainstream. That's what it was. You know, but they opened up. You know, I mean, you know how my kids are. they're their own breed. They came at the kids with, like, lack of better words, open arms, and you know, Max would go off on these tangents and of weird stuff just to see how far he could push people, and they're like,
Yeah.
push away, bro, because we were you.
Right.
You know, you want to be called Funky Chicken? We'll call you Funky Chicken. You know, you want to go at him with this laser blast from your butt cannon? I got two of them in my backpack, bro. Let's go.
Right.
He had no game, you know?
Yeah. That's dope, man. I mean, that's the beauty of the nerd community.
Yes.
Is just like there's some nerd shit out there for everybody.
Yep.
So when you find a nerd that's into the same nerd shit, you could just nerd out.
Hey, and
Right.
nerds be hating on other nerds though too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
there's a hierarchy to nerdism.
Yeah, you nerd out about different stuff. That's what it is. You know, like there's
Yeah, man.
people who would look at comic book nerds and be like, man, you know, but they're nerds about other stuff.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So,
Right. Yeah, the snobbiest of all nerds, I would say, are the sports nerds. You know what I'm saying? Because that's like more acceptable.
Those-
You know what I'm saying?
They're in denial. They're in denial that they're a nerd. They're, you know,
True. They
Yeah.
don't even accept the title. They're
Right.
so elitist.
Yeah.
And
Those-
I would
Okay.
say that at the bottom of the hierarchy would be the anime nerds. Now I didn't put them there. I'm not
Nah.
shitting on them. I'm just
I don't
saying.
know.
I'm just
I don't
saying.
know about bottom.
Dog,
Yeah.
I think every genre of nerd hates on anime nerds. I'm not saying I agree with
Oh, I
it.
see what you're saying. I see. What
I'm
you're
saying when it comes to the hierarchy of nerds, it's like all nerds collectively don't like anime nerds. That's just
I can see what you're going with that. I can see where you're going with that. Yeah.
I don't know why.
I don't
I
know.
like anime, but
What blows my mind is that you have these sports nerds that they can't remember to pay their child support, but they can tell you what quarterback scored a 50,000 point game back in 1932.
Jesus Christ, dude,
I'm
that
like-
was so fucking specific. Like, who are we talking about?
Damn. Right.
Jesus Christ. He's like, Bobby.
Right. Oh shit.
God damn. Shots fired. 1-1-1-1.
Right. Hmm.
Jesus
Yeah, but
Christ.
I'm sorry.
True. Touche.
What does he collect? God damn.
I collect
Oh,
children's tears. Every different kind of pain I can give them.
man.
Oh shit.
Oh my God. Classic. All right, man. Ivan said he's on his way.
Mm-hmm.
But he said that like 5 minutes ago. All right, man. So let's start up, man. What you got? Colt, let's start with you, man.
Oh man, what do I collect? All right,
Yeah.
so
Let's see it. Let's
I
see
said-
it too.
I said something to my wife, and she just laughed, and she's like, "Just show them the house. I collect crap." But my thing
Burn.
now, she's got me dead. She's got me dead to rights. So, but like my jam here is these are like newer on the scene. These mini arcade games.
Yeah.
So what it is, these are 1/6 scale, and these are made by a company called New Wave Toys. There's another company that makes quarter scale, or not quarter scale. They're 110 scale. No, sorry. Whatever. They're 17 inches tall. I forget. Numbskull. They're a little bit bigger. Not my cup of tea. So I like the smaller version. But that's the new thing, because people our age, and I guess I'm kind of blocking us all in the thing. Like, we want something that we had as kids. That's why we collect, because now we have the money to do it. So arcade games, I have also large scale arcade games. Like, I have Tron in my living room right now, and my wife hates it. But I have Tron, Mr. Do, Stargate, Street Fighter, Dungeons and Dragons, Tower of Doom, all life-size arcade games, because that's my childhood.
right.
So that's what I want. Well, it's not really feasible to have an arcade in your house. So now
Right.
these games, and this Dragon's Lair, y'all remember this?
Yes, sir.
So what people are doing now is they're making in their bookcases, they're taking these and making miniature displays and making them look like arcades. So they'll take little LE wire and make it look like neon. They have these little floor mats, they have little action figures, and you turn them on and play them. Like, you you can play these legit, like, and they are the authentic games in there. So that's my thing, and they're only $100, 110, give or take. And a New Wave has gone even a step further, that they have a charging station, because these all take USB to charge them. They have a battery, turn them on, they run. But when they're on display, they have a little change machine that's authentic, that you can hook like 6 of them to, so that way you have your change machine powering your arcade, and it's the whole ambiance. So you have all the bells and whistles without taking up so much room.
Pretty dope.
Yeah, that does sound dope. Yeah, 'cause we thought about getting one, but yeah, they're huge.
Yeah.
So
They take
even
up
if
a
you
lot
have
of space.
yeah, and even if you have like space restrictions, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's a good idea.
It's
I know you were doing the quadcopter thing for a while, right? You still doing that?
not as much.
There's
I was,
feedback.
yeah, there was. Maybe it was me. I don't know.
All right. Anyway.
All right, so not as much as I was before. It's gotten to be hard because of the FAA regulations and all this other crap that's going down. It's that, and it's just a money pit, man. Like, you're breaking, flying. Now, if you're into that, that's fine. But somebody like me, dude, my thing changes every other month. I'm always onto something new, and that's it's
The world
bad.
of ADD.
Whew, bro, we've
I
talked.
do this. Yeah, man. I do the same shit.
We
Dude. I got
know.
like 7 different projects going on.
Right. So what's the thing they say? It's a jack of all trades and a master of none.
Pretty much.
So that's what I can tell you. With like these games, now since people can't get these, actually I should have brought the other thing over. So people can't get these arcade games, and then because these minis are in limited supply, now people are making their own. So, or there's games that you can't get. So like things that have a definite authentic cabinet. Donkey Kong had its own blue cabinet made a special way. Dudes are making them, like you can get the plans online for free, and then guys are taking them, and now with nerdology, with technology, they have these mini table saws or CNC machines, so you can cut wood, so you get 1/8 scale or 1/4 scale,
Yeah.
MDF, have the little machine cut it out perfect, and you got this. It's all this is a Raspberry Pi. It's a Raspberry Pi.
Yeah,
a little
I saw
video
that
thing.
years ago. Everybody was modding all the Raspberry.
Yeah,
that shit is crazy. You can pretty much make it do anything.
Yeah, you can, and it's I have a Raspberry Pi that's got like 200 games on it. Now, granted, these ones are made just for these, but
right.
That's how they go, and that's the other thing. Like, now people are, they don't want to have an arcade, but you can have one arcade cabinet in your man cave, for lack of better words.
Right.
Or you can even have a small one. People are making them tabletop, like this big.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here you go, this big. There you go. Now my hands are there. And you put a Raspberry Pi in there, and you have 250 games. So I mean, because now they're getting to the age where they, like they're losing all their licensing and stuff. So they're out in, I forget the name of it right now, but they're in the common law space, I guess, whatever you want to call it.
It's something like, what is it, like 20 years or 50 years or something like that?
It's close, because I mean, we're in our mid to late 40s, at least I am.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's getting there, So that's the thing. Like, there's a guy that I know in New Jersey who makes miniature pinball machines. And I asked, I was like, oh, how much are those? He's like $2,000. I was like, I'm like, bro, for $2,000 I can buy a real one.
Yeah,
he's
but where
like,
are you gonna put it?
Exactly. But not only, it's not just made for that game, like the artwork and everything is for one game, but they're digital. It's a digital playground. So on that little LCD screen on the front and on the top, you can have 400 different pinball machines, and you can almost not tell the difference, because it's that high def. The depth perception of it is so spot on. And then he puts little actuators in there, so when you hit the flippers, like you feel
it.
Yes,
that's dope. That's dope.
And they're all handmade. And if I showed you this stuff, they would flip your lid. So that's another thing, collecting. And it all goes back to what we had. Like, our parents, they had cars.
Right.
Now older people like in their 60s, well now 70s, but like in their 60s and 70s, you always see them with that old Corvette, that old Mustang, that old Camaro, all totally redone. Why? Because they have the money. And that's what they grew up on. What did we grow up on? Comic books, Reeboks, and video games.
Right.
That's what we collect.
Yeah, our generation seems to be obsessed with our childhood. It's like we're trying to relive our childhood. Like everything we do is look at movies. We're trying to tap into that. I mean, everything's a remake. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You can see it in all aspects of our generation. I mean,
right.
Even the rap nerds. Like, God forbid there's a new rapper, dude. It's like, man, he ain't Nas, he ain't Biggie. It's like, we're just so obsessed with the shit that we grew up with. You know what I mean?
True.
I don't know why. I don't give a shit. It's fun, and I'm gonna keep doing it.
It's a nostalgia thing.
I wanted this shit when I was a kid.
Right.
So now I got the money.
That's what I'm getting
Get
at.
it.
Yeah, might as well, because you can't take it with you, so you might as well spend it.
Exactly.
Hey,
Ivan, you there? Ivana. Ivan. All right, let me know when you can come in, man. Hit me on the private chat, and I'll bring you in. Kleiss, what you got? What you got? Hold on. I think he's ready. You ready? What up?
Hey, so I'm trying
Ivana.
to get in on my computer because this just is not going to work.
All right. Hit me up on the private chat when you're ready.
Hold on.
Kleiss, what you got, man?
Oh man, so I collect comics. I collect comic book statues in the 1/10 scale. So I brought a couple of them. I ain't bring them all because I don't really like moving them too much. But let me get it in the frame.
That's my favorite character right there, dude.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Kleiss, I think your volume might be too loud. It's like echoing back and feeding back.
All right, let me see something.
What I want to know is, how do you dust them all?
Canned air.
Yeah, you don't.
Canned air and a vacuum on the back?
Pretty much.
Well, you could get one of those glass cases.
Damn.
That's awesome.
Look at the cape on that one, dude.
Yes,
wow.
Yes, right here.
That's a tattoo waiting to happen.
Hold on, let me see that.
Yeah, so this
look at the stand. They got creative with the stand instead of just like a block.
Oh, wow.
Looks like a little gargoyle.
So
he's standing on top of the building, isn't he?
Yeah, pretty much a gargoyle on top of the building. So 1/10 scale is basically if the character, if it was real, it'd be 10 times bigger than this statue. Right. So if you measure the statue or whatever size he is, the actual person is 10 times bigger than that.
Wow.
Now they got statues, of course, up to life size. But that's, I can't, man. I bring a life size statue and then my wife will kick me out. You know what I'm saying? Nah. So
I brought one home. My wife was upset, but yeah, it was a life size Sasha Grey. So it's a little different.
Yeah. I hear you. She kicked it out.
I'm not gonna get into details.
Yeah. Yeah, so I collect those. I collect my comics. I collect these miniature figures. A lot of people collect the Funko Pops, but I'm not really into Funko Pops. I don't like the whole bobblehead type thing. So I collect these things that called Q-Figs, right? So here's my little
Xenomorph.
That's cool.
That's dope as shit. Great.
And then you can't have the alien without
oh snap.
Nice.
Oh snap, Ripley.
Right. Yes, sir.
Hey, real quick, man, I'm gonna bring in Swerve. Big Swerve.
Hello.
Hey,
I'm bring in Ivan. Ivan.
Oh, the gang's all here.
What's up?
What up? What up?
I got my ugly hat on.
Oh snap!
Tonight, because if we're talking about collectibles, like sports memorabilia is in there. I never understood why when a team wins a championship, they always have to issue the ugliest fucking hat in the fucking world. Like,
because they're not trying to spend money. They're not trying to spend money,
It's
and then
so
they
gaudy.
lose.
It's ridiculous. Like this thing is so fucking ugly. And I got it just because. Like it's like maybe I can remember when they won the World Series.
That's the Walgreens World Series, right?
No, this is.
No,
what?
I'm joking because you don't realize it, but the W is the same W as Walgreens.
You know what? That's funny as shit. I never heard that. That's so funny. I love that. That's good. That's good.
All right. So just want to clarify, is the audio clear? I just want to be sure.
You sound great.
Okay.
I don't think
iPad
so.
Pro, baby. iPad Pro.
Nah,
I can't hear you for shit, dude.
That shit is low as fuck, man.
It sounds low on my end.
Hey,
Yeah.
but fix your
No,
audio, dog.
I was catching snippets of what you guys were talking about collectibles.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a badass Batman.
Yeah, that's Kleist.
Throw that thing back up. That was quite the scene.
Yeah, I don't know why he's just like flashing through this shit. Like that shit is dope as fuck,
What is
dude.
that?
That's
Look at the fucking cape, dude.
Statue collectibles.
What is that,
Look
dude?
at the fucking cape, dog.
Man.
Hold on.
I
Now
got
we're
the,
competing.
What?
Now we're
Prime
competing.
Batman. Got
Yeah, the
DC
stand
Prime
on
Batman.
that is dope as fuck. But
The stand on
speaking
that
of
is
capes,
awesome.
yo, look at that. Batman.
Irving's Batman. What the hell is going on
Nice.
there? That's
Uh-oh.
like a Batman from another planet.
Hey, hold up.
Yeah. It's
You want to talk about
DC
capes? You want to
Oh,
talk
look at
about
that
capes?
spawn.
Starling.
Yes,
You want to talk
sir.
about capes, bro?
So
Hold on. Look. The stand fucking spins. Hold on. Dun, 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 dun.
It
Uh-oh.
auto
It's not-
rotates.
Nah. It's got a little lever.
It
Look.
wasn't so
Oh.
fucking dark in that
Whoop,
all right.
whoop.
So
That's
gotta look at
crazy.
that.
All right, dude. You guys
So
have me
here's-
fucking beat, man.
Look at this fucking cape,
I thought I
bro.
was gonna nerd out with sports cards on here.
Now, if you take a look at this, you
Fucking
can see, like,
statues
you can see
and
the
have me
words.
completely beat.
We can't
Like,
hear you, Irv.
Okay,
Anyway.
so
It's not your
So-
turn, Irv.
anyway,
Kleist. Continue.
Anyway,
What
Yeah,
else you got?
you can also see like the scaling.
What the
on
shit?
the-
I just said Kleist.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you did. So anyway, back to me.
No, go ahead. That's it.
All right, go.
I ain't bring the rest off the shelf because I don't, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, they breakable.
well, we can't bring everything to the show, right?
And I did.
I thought everybody's just gonna bring like one item, show and tell.
Right.
Negative.
I've got more.
Do you want me to take the
Bro, all
laptop
my
and I'll go
shit.
show you the Tron?
Do it. Do it.
I'll go turn it on. Hold on a second.
That's what we're here for,
Dude,
man.
this
The
I want to
goodies.
see this.
I want to see the.
I want to
Tron.
see this. This looks like a build-up
I
right
could
here.
possibly let me see.
Let me go turn this on.
Hold on.
I didn't print the graphics yet for the sides, so the sides are still bare, but
All right, man. So in between time, I've showed this guy off before, but since we're on the spawn, this is another one of my
I love
collectibles
that.
here.
I love that thing, dude. It's so fucking
Yeah.
beautiful, dude.
It's
Fucking
gorgeous.
9.8.
9.8.
That thing is beautiful. What does it take to get a fucking 10? Is the question. What does it take?
They would have to package it right as it was printed.
No, it literally has to come off the press
Right.
to be a 10.
Yes.
Well,
Because I've seen that thing live. I looked at it and I was like, there's not a flaw.
yeah, it's pristine.
there you go.
It's not a fucking flaw.
Damn.
Oh, look at
Look
that.
at the arcade.
Yeah,
Look
buddy.
at that.
Yeah.
Don't say
So
it too
Yeah,
close.
buddy.
Get digitized.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, buddy.
That's beauty right there.
Wow.
thanks.
That is beauty.
That's the only one that's still in the house. All the other ones are at my friend's house.
All right.
All right.
So to
All
answer
right.
your thing about the grading on the 10, supposedly a 10 is an unattainable number, but it depends on which company you go with. The one company won't grade them at a 10, the other company will. It all depends on how you pay. That's incredible.
That's
Well,
what
Nice.
you know, that's one of the things that like
I like how they mount those. They
like
get creative
that's
with
one
the
of the
mount.
things that just like is always you know, like a 10, right? Like I love sports cards, so I'm always in it, you know, sending sports cards out and shit.
That's beautiful.
And the unattainable is the 10 in sports cards, but
Right.
they're
That
but
shit's
they
fire.
are attainable. Like if you have something that you feel is pristine, you might get it back a 9.5, which is right, you know, right below a 10,
Right.
which is almost good enough, right? But if you get that 10 back, which I've gotten, and it's
that's
you do a little
Yeah, that's
you
killer.
do a little fucking dance when it shows up at your house and you see that 10 and you're like, yeah, motherfucker, I knew that shit was going to be a 10.
right.
But with
You're paying-
comic books,
You're paying though too.
Oh,
with
yeah.
but with comic books, it's like I don't even think that like even my most pristine comic books will grade like above a 9, like because I've seen his
Right.
9.8 and like you can examine that thing all you fucking want. There is no fucking flaw in that goddamn
Yeah.
fucking thing.
There
There's
isn't
no
even
flaw.
like there isn't even like
It's
oil on the
it's-
fucking cover.
it's like the grading works like credit reports, where there's always room for improvement. So
Hmm.
you'll never get the perfect score. That's
Right.
Lord's view on it. By the way, I like what Kleist is showing with all the statues. So there's two kinds of collectors types when it comes to it. You have your action figures, like I do with my Batman, my DC Prime one Batman.
Irving, I can't hear you for shit. Is my
What?
Yeah.
You can't hear me?
It's pretty
Can you hear
low,
me now?
man. I mean, yeah, I
Is it
can hear
breaking
you a
up?
little better. Yeah. Nah, it's
breaking
just
up?
very low.
Can you hear? All right, can you hear me now?
I can hear you
It's
super.
the same, but yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah,
What happened to your headset?
I've given away. It's not going to work anymore under the new.
He gave it back to 1985, is what he
Yeah.
did. I saw.
He gave it back to Madonna.
Yeah, it's
Whitney Houston was like, "Yo,
Let me get my
supposed to
headset
married
back.
with that joint." Like
Mm.
that joint looked so fucking old. I was like, "Where did you steal that from work?" Like,
yeah.
Did you steal that from the call center?
this like it looked like his first fucking like telemarketing fucking job. He stole that joint. Like
I'm
It
calling about
works,
your car's
but it
insurance.
here,
It works. Yeah.
I'm calling about.
PCS
calling about-
Solutions. How can I help you?
I'm calling about your
So-
windows and siding.
So as I was getting to, so what you've got with
Shit.
Kleist, with
It went back there.
Kleist
That's where it went, and that's where it needs to stay.
So when statues are their own need. And statues can get extremely detailed and
shit.
extremely pricey. So they're usually more. They go for what's referred to as dioramas. That's usually what you get with statues. You want a diorama. You can have multiple characters on a single statue. Some of the statues.
Diorama is more of a scene.
Yeah, it's multiple. It's
Exactly.
multiple
Statue.
characters on a statue.
Yes, they cater to that. You can buy a statue set. Even though you buy a single one, it's made to be a lot of them are made to connect with another statue. So you create your own dioramic scenes. Now, some statues, some like big ones, you'll see them posted by comic book artists on Instagram all the time. They'll be those go up as full dioramas. Now, action figure collectors, there's two kinds. There's one that does nostalgia. They like going back to the old school action figures, the He-Man classic, the old school G.I. Joes. They're going for nostalgia.
That's dope.
Okay, now there's the premier collectibles, Hot Toys, things like that. And these are basically just posable statues. They're action figures in function, but that's basically what they were. Posable statues. Like when I tried showing before, you can actually see the chaining, the chain detail on the cape. It's just a posable statue.
Yeah, Hot Toys are expensive. They're
Yes,
about
that's what they-
$250 up for coachable toys. You're right.
Yeah,
But the detail on them is just amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
it's just and it's a
Spot
very
on.
niche market for those that are into mecha. And that's another collectible. They don't consider themselves action figure collectors. They don't because it's something else entirely different. It's the whole super robot genre. And for that, I'm going to bring up this. My VF-25.
Oh Jesus, dog, that's some fucking nerd level 10 shit right
All right.
there.
What is that,
See,
a Gundam?
now
Yeah.
I'll be back. Let me go get my other thing. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Oh
Look
shit.
at that skull symbol. Look at
That's
that
dope.
skull symbol.
That's dope.
All right, this
You-
is
you-
Macross Frontier.
The question is, do you
What?
play with it? See, I can't collect toys because I might get high and play with that motherfucker. So the question is,
And break the fucking arm.
Yeah, that shit don't look like you can
that's why
play
I
with.
It does not look steady.
I'll be stoned up in this
No,
motherfucker
it's
and break that $300 motherfucker and be mad as shit.
It's
Right.
It's sturdy. It's made by Bandai. Now, Bandai does the other thing when it comes to mecha collectibles. Since Colt brought up Gundam, Bandai does two things. A lot of the Asian companies do two things. They do model building. That's mostly Gundam. They're concerned with model building, and the models we're not talking about the cheap plastic you have to glue together. We're talking like actual models you put together with metal. They're metal models, incredibly detailed. But don't be surprised at their price range, $300, $400 for a deluxe set. Yeah, that's normal.
Irving, that thing you just showed looked like it was going to fall apart with a bad breath of air.
It does. It's the design of the metal.
Hey, well, that being said, hey man, we should be live right now.
We are live.
We are live. We're way live. We've been live for.
We've been live for 32
30 minutes.
minutes.
For
Are you
30
serious?
minutes.
So I'm not. So to talk about collecting stuff.
I'm over here on my fucking phone, like
How the fuck?
like,
How the
telling
fuck
people,
is
hey man, I'm like, yo man, I'm about to get on this podcast, man. Like, I'll see you later, dude. Like,
Hey, Clay smokes and Ivan gets high.
oh,
Right.
dude, I swear to God, look, I fucking smoked some weed
That'll do it.
like, earlier, and you know
That'll
me,
do
like,
it.
I'm in the smoke, dude. It was there.
Those X-Men,
That's X-Men Series 2.
the foil.
I have the holograms. Hold on, let me
I saw the
Anyway.
Ghibli collection there.
All right. Well,
yeah,
he's
that's X-Men Series
while
2.
he's looking.
Dog, check this out. Ready?
Look at those.
Nah,
dude.
go ahead.
Are you kidding me? Look at that shoe.
Hold on.
Uh,
Hold on.
Oh,
Hold
he
on.
said
What?
UN Spacey. That's
Yes.
a Macross shoe. UN
Yes.
Spacey. I saw
Hold
it.
on. Watch this. Watch this. Right.
Wow.
Hold on. Now these are old shoes, but new to me. Where's the switch? Damn it, I just had it. So I added lights to these shoes. The first time I ever saw these shoes, I was like, man, they need lights in them. And so I put lights in them.
Nice. Oh,
Hmm.
UN Spacey. man.
Oh my God. dude.
Yeah. So these Nikes were Foam Force. There was when the Jordans and all that were out, and then they made these. It was a special, for lack of better words, it was a special unit of Nike that were like, they went out and made these crazy shoes with all this crazy stuff. So these, like, all inside here is all carbon fiber. Like, it's all this like high tech space age stuff. So I had illusions of grandeur to paint these. I like customizing shoes. This foam posit stuff you can't paint, dude.
No,
it
don't
is such
even
a
touch that.
it's
don't
such a
like
bitch. Well, but I had to though, because these, when I first saw these, I was like, because these little dots here, they were already there, and I'm like, they need lights, So that's why. I wanted these to look. I
that's
wanted
the
these to look.
nerdiest shit I've ever heard.
Isn't
Like,
it?
you know what?
I know.
Here's the thing.
Look, man,
He
I'm
like-
telling you,
But Nike,
those shoes are fucking sick. Like,
Aren't they dope?
yeah,
They're
they're
fucking dope.
All right.
And the worst thing about collecting shoes is you don't even fucking put them on.
You
Like,
can't.
Right.
You just leave them over there and
And-
admire how cool they are.
But
And
That's
I was
the
gonna have
difference.
I was gonna
with-
have a sneaker freak on tonight.
I
but he
can and
couldn't
see
make
I'm
it.
not a sneaker freak. Like I like messing with shoes. Like I like messing and painting them and stuff. And I like certain kinds of shoes. I am not the guy that's going to go out and get an Air Force One or like the first Jordan. I
Right.
have a pair of remakes back there that I got because it's a nice white base shoe that I can mess with, a pair of Jordan 4s, but they're a remake and I got them off eBay for like $10, so I don't care.
Right.
But you can also paint them and make them look like something totally different. Like that's a whole different world. But I do collect shoes. I collect different types of them, but ones that fit my style, like my needs. And I'm not going to resell them. I wear them all. I blow them out. Like my favorite carrot. I have a pair of carrots over there, and I finally cut holes in the soles, and I tried to shoe glue them back because they were leaking, but they're just far gone. I gotta throw them out. It's just how it is.
dude,
to
collecting shoes has always been like kind of one of those things that I've wanted to kind of go in that direction. But the problem is that like I have this like absolute fucked up obsession with fucking like sports cards and fucking getting autographs and jerseys.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it just gets so out of control that like I can't even keep up with myself, right? Like
Right.
there's like times where I'm like, look at all this shit.
Right.
Where do I put it? You know what I mean? Like it gets that bad. And I was oh my God, and I love fucking like collectible shoes. Like, I look online and look at like dunks that are just like, limited releases, and I think they're so cool. But that's just a whole like I need a bigger house, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there,
Like,
Just live in a warehouse.
there's a fine line between collecting and hoarding.
yeah.
Yeah.
There is. I am almost on that other side.
dude, I'm
Almost.
getting there, man.
It sounds like your wife disagrees with you though.
Oh, my wife thinks I'm full blown. Yeah.
Hey, check it out though, man.
those
That's my
are dope.
Marvel Series 3
Ooh.
collection, and then X-Men Series 2. That's the whole page. But look, check it. Ready? Bam.
Oh wow.
the gold foils.
Look
Wow.
at that.
Bam.
Put those up one by one. Put them up to the camera. What is that?
Hold on. I gotta focus in. The lens. Hold on.
That's crazy. There's some crazy holograms.
Now you're in my
There it is.
world right now, buddy. When you're talking about cards, that's all I care about. Like that and air
You can see it, right? It's focused.
and water.
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, that
Yeah.
thing's sweet.
That's
Oh, wow.
Magneto.
Jim Lee. That's the Jim Lee Magneto. Right
That's
there.
dope.
Yeah,
I like
fuck
that.
man.
Series
Ready?
2. Jim Lee did the entire set.
Yep.
For those who don't know, Jim Lee was the premier
God damn
artist
That was
in
nice.
Marvel for the longest
There it goes.
time. His artwork was so incredible that Marvel actually created, before there was just Uncanny X.
He changed the game,
He
dude.
changed the game.
Him and
He-
Todd McFarlane, I would
Yeah,
say.
Todd McFarlane changed the
Look at that Wolverine joint, dog.
Like,
Oh,
What?
Yep.
Yep.
Todd McFarlane changed the whole game when it came to how you draw a comic book correctly. I mean, like everything is just so
Well, he even got
Exaggerated,
creative with
you know
like
what I
the
mean?
panels and shit.
it was
Yeah.
so exaggerated.
This is my
Like
jam
his-
right here, dog.
A little bit of Gambit.
Gambit.
Look at that motherfucker. Wow.
Oh, that's my character, man. I love Gambit.
Yeah.
Co-created
Mine's
by
Wolverine.
Jim Lee and Chris Claremont.
Man, Big Swerve is like just a diarrhea of information.
Dog, he's,
Well,
Good
when,
God, I
when he
love this
opens
guy.
his mouth, when he
He's-
opens his mouth, we should start hitting the fucking nerd.
oh yeah. That's why I don't use the nerd alert too much with Irv, because like everything that
It would
comes
just
out of
be
his
on all
mouth,
the time.
like we would be here every time he starts talking. You know what I'm saying?
No, I dig it, man. I dig it.
So
I'm
I give
listening.
him the
I'm just
benefit
like,
of a doubt.
I'm
But-
just listening. I'm like, damn. I'm like,
when
Love it, man.
when
Like
I
his
was
shit is
thinking-
on point.
when I was thinking of nerdology, I was like, dog, I have to have King Nerd on, dude. Like,
Damn.
you know what I'm saying?
You got it,
This
man.
motherfucker, I'm telling you, dog. Like, that's why I have the meter, because this is
Yeah.
nerdology 101.
No, I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Basic level shit. Like, maybe one day we'll start a advanced nerd course,
Yeah,
and Irv would just nerd out the whole fucking time.
that's crazy.
You're like,
What?
fucking
It would be
Nerdology
amazing.
202 on
No
Saturday
bullshit,
nights,
dog.
right?
That's
Yo,
why
I'm telling you.
I know my wheelhouse. My wheelhouse is pretty much video games. I've gotten a lot older and my memory is slipping, but like that was my jam. Like actually like arcade games was my jam. Like
I love that Tron that you showed.
isn't that
Yeah.
great?
What is it like? Show us something else that is like your pride and joy outside of that. Because if I had video games, that would be my pride and joy.
See, that's my first, like that was my first one. And I got that off a dude for $100 when I first bought my house 20 years ago. And I slowly rebuilt it. And then there's some stuff that I couldn't fix. So I had to take it over to TNT Amusements. The guy Todd over there, a brilliant genius. Abstract. You want to talk about nerd? That dude's a nerd. Does all the crazy late night infomercials back in the day, but awesome dude. And then but that's my pride and joy, and that's my thing. But my other
it would be my pride and joy too. That thing is insane.
I mean, my other thing is, I mean, seriously, like these mini arcades, like these, like they're perfect. It's perfect in every way. Like they even went as far as this was the first CD based game. Like they made a DVD player with the remote and a DVD. I just haven't taken it out of the plastic.
Get out of here. Look at that.
Here's how authentic this is. So to start the game, you got to just push the coin button on the one. That one's the menu button, but that one's the thing. Dragon's Lair was the first game that was 50 cents. Out of any video game, this was the first 50-cent game. You actually have to hit this twice to play the game.
That's fucking crazy.
That's how detailed these guys are.
We call that the Easter egg.
Yes, right?
It's the Easter egg.
That's crazy.
It's a little
Get
detail
out.
that gives a nod.
Yes.
To a nostalgic nod.
Right.
To whatever item you're.
Absolutely. So like now, so with this one, with Asteroids, they made two of them. So they made this one, which is the original. Then they made another one, and now my brain's going to flake out on me, and I'm going to forget what the hell they called it. But it actually had cigarette burns on the marquees and stuff. And then these were done in blue. So that way you could tell the difference, and those were a limited supply. And for the life of me, I'm going to forget what the hell they called it. But
did they
regardless,
put the cigarette burns on the same spot, or was it kind of like?
No, I believe they were all the same spot. I think they were all the same spot. Overhaul, an overhauled edition. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Overhauled. So now they're coming out with 1943 or 1942 and 1943. 1942 was actually done in a miniature cabinet. It was a Japanese cabinet. It looked really crazy when I first saw it. I didn't realize what it was. And then they made that, and then they made the full size version. And which one has 1940. They both come with both games, so you can play 1942 and 43 on both cabinets. But the one is pictured 42, and the other one is pictured 43. So of course I had to buy both, so that way it looks right. But
Of course, you got to do it, man. You got to spend that grocery money on.
Absolutely,
I
absolutely.
don't need dinner tonight.
Yeah, no, not at all. So. Like those are my pride and joys right now at arcade stuff is that since my friend showed me Dragon's Lair and got me into it, and then I found that there was a whole subculture of people building all their own stuff. Like I do graphic stuff. Like I help Nelson like with stickers, and Nelson helps me. So I
quick interjection here, Ivan. He's the one that's printing your painting.
Oh,
it's printed.
I love
it's printed.
That. I love that. That I don't know if you can pop it up on the screen, but I love that Statue of Liberty hand. It's fucking beautiful, man. Like,
well, that's Nelson's.
Gracias, amigo.
It's beautiful, man. Like I'm like that needs to go on the wall. like immediately. I love it.
It's printed. I just have to get it to him.
Yeah,
So-
that's great.
But this is my next project.
Nice.
So
Nice.
I want to do. This is obviously it's not going to be 1/6 scale, but I want to make a fully functioning environmental Discs of Tron. But I'm going to make it so the back half of it, well, actually, it'd be this half, comes off so you can actually play it. You know what I mean? Because it came, the environmental was something you stood in, which too
Right.
big, and obviously you can't play inside of it.
Right.
But that's what I want to do. I want to do something along those lines, and you know, and of course, it's going to take time to get into. But
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
If I can touch on a few
Oh, go
points
ahead.
that Cole brought up.
Sure.
You brought
Go
up
for
that
it.
sneaker. There is a thing where Nike does. What do they call? They do nerdery shoes or nerdery.
Oh, yeah.
sneakers. There's a whole line of them.
Yep.
Oh yeah, man. They pop up on my Facebook all the time. They got Boba Fett's, Darth
Yep.
Vader's, like all kinds
Yeah.
of shit.
Yep.
Yep,
They
they
have a whole line of it.
So
Oh,
sorry,
and
go
then
ahead.
on the other one where you mentioned scale, for anyone that's collecting statues or action figures or anything, that's the bane of our existence is scale. You've got competing companies and the scale's never right. So whenever you hear anybody talking about scale, they're normally, or a collector talking about scale, they're normally complaining because it rarely ever is. It rarely ever is.
Oh, right.
No one, your Marvel figures will never be in scale with the DC figures you collected. Even if the lines have existed at the time, their scales will switch. It's a, you can't put the Marvel with the DC figures. It never looks right.
To keep it moving. So a
Well,
lot of this stuff. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, well, hey, I got some show and tell.
Right.
No,
Go ahead,
Bring it up.
Yeah,
God.
so bear with me on this because I only brought one thing to
Right on.
the show, right? Because
Yep.
and it's not necessarily like the most valuable or the whatever because it's one of one, and like I got it off an auction. I think back in like I want to say like 2012 or 13. And I really battled for it like in auction.
Ooh,
And
I remember this. Oh,
like I really battled for it, man. Like it's super like the amount of money, like it superseded what I thought it would go for. But I just was like, I was back and forth with the auction house. I was like, yo, man, what the fuck? Like, who is this guy that's battling against me? And they were like, yo, this dude has like the nicest Derek Jeter collection on the planet. And he wins every auction. So good luck. You know what I mean? So anyways, I beat him in auction. And this is long before Derek Jeter made it into the Hall of Fame. And, but he was still a hot commodity at the time. So I got his printing plate for
Oh, wow.
the front and back
Oh,
for his
That's crazy.
for his front row draft pick 1992 Kalamazoo rookie card.
okay.
It's the only one in existence. I can't even put a value on it. I don't think I would ever sell it. I actually got an offer from somebody about 2 years ago through the auction house that I bought it at, and they offered me $35,000 for it, and I didn't.
Wow.
And I did not take it. I was like, no,
They must have thought you were a clown.
no, like I don't collect to fucking sell shit, man. Like
Right.
I collect
Exactly.
to
'Cause I
hoard.
want it.
You know what I mean? Like
I want it.
like I collect a hoard, and so like like for me on that level, I can say like, yeah, this is a piece of sports history that is not going to be duplicated, and
Right.
I'm proud to own it. Like I love it when I get around card collectors and I show this to them. They're like, I've had people absolutely fucking floored. Like, where the fuck did you get that?
So
Like,
let me ask you this real quick. Oh no, sorry, go ahead. You go first.
I was going to throw in a little something here, and this is for our viewers, if I may. For those who may not be familiar as to why there's a big deal, especially with my reaction to the fact that he has a printing plate, they no longer make those. They no longer give those out to the public. None of the card companies actually produce the printing plates.
you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Okay.
Okay. So this, like, why this is so unique is because before they used to insert these into packs, like now, like Topps and like Don Ross and Pristine and all those companies, they insert these into packs as kind of like a, like, you know, this sought for after you know, one of one, right? And they're really only super expensive if you find like a rookie. And you know, like I think about a year ago, like a Mike Trout sold for like $40,000, you know, of his printing plate, and that was like, he was a rookie, like back in like 2011. So I think they were like, they started inserting these plates like in the very late 90s. And so like anything that predates like 1998 or 97 is like kind of when they started inserting these. They were destroyed. Like it was a mandate to a card company to destroy them. So anything that predates,
Yeah, I misspoke on that one. Go ahead.
So anything that predates like 1997 or 96 when they started, I forgot what year it is. Like I'm messing it up, but anything that predates that, like if you have a printing plate, you can find the front and the back. Now they don't give out the front and the back; it's just the front, and they destroy the back, so you can't reproduce a high valued card, right? And back then they, you know, like MLB and you know, like NFL, all of them were just like, you have to destroy them, right? So, so no one can make another card using these plates to strike another card. So it's very rare that you find them still in somebody's collection, and you know it, and it's crazy that I stumbled across it, and
so
and I saw the value. Like, and
so let me clarify. I just want to get some clarification on this. So they no longer make the backs for the cards.
They don't give them out. Like for instance, like if you were to get a one of one and you pulled it by chance out of a pack of like 30,000, 40,000 packs that they make, you'll never get the back. The back is not.
So it's the back they no longer offer or put out.
Yeah, the back is destroyed, so you can't reproduce the card. Like, so essentially, like, look, this is the black and white. Right?
I was going to say there should be 4 plates.
Yeah, so this is the black and white. If I had the other plates, I could reproduce this card because, you know, you have the back, right? And to avoid that, of people being able to buy, you know, all 4 by chance, they all come up online, and you buy all 4, you can't reproduce the card because you'll never have all 4 of the back. And the back is the rarest of all, you know, because there's the cyan, there's the there's the black and white.
Dude, that's some fucking like Lord of the Rings shit, dude.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so again, that still brings it up.
I mean, it's crazy.
Item you have, Ivan. There are two crowds are going to go for this. You're going to have your sports fan, or sports memorabilia collectors. You're also going to have your history buffs on this. You're going to get your history buffs.
Dude, is this?
I
don't have a dollar amount on this thing, but I could tell you this is my crown jewel. Like,
keep
that goes in
it.
the safe. That goes in the safe.
I'll never get rid of it. I will bury me with this thing. You know what I mean?
It's your
So,
like when I pass away, like somebody make sure they throw this in my casket with my with all my Cal Ripken shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a big Cal Ripken fan, and I got a lot of really neat stuff from him. But
tell the story.
Well,
here, real quick, before you tell the story. So, with your plate, is it the fact that it's worth money, but it's like not like, I don't know. So it basically comes down, I forgot what the analogy I was going to use earlier, but is it like a dick swinging contest? Like, I mean, dude, you're pretty much, when you pull that out, you're like, bang! That's a baby arm holding an apple, bro.
Dick swing. Like,
it's like, this is my dick, and this is how big it is, and it's going to trump everybody's dick.
Don't even try to fucking.
Right. I don't care what Babe Ruth individual you have signed by his nutty sweat.
Right.
Yeah.
This dick.
That's what I figured. And that's fine. And that's more power to you, man.
And it's a pretty big dick.
It is. And it's shiny too, and that's what's crazy about it. It's a nice shiny.
Look, if you come
fucking
to me,
bionic is what it is.
Like, if you come to me with, like, in the sports car world, like, if you come to me with like a Babe Ruth, like a Gordy, I have to respect it putting against this, like, because that's no joke. Like, that's real deal auction house gold, right? Like, but we'll never know, because I'll never throw this on auction. It's just something that I feel fortunate to have, and that's and the only value that it has is what every once in a while I'll get an email from the auction house, and because there's an old auction and somebody says, I want to buy it. And there's a price for everything, but I think my price in my head is just so outlandish that it will never be sold.
Well, what's going to happen is, I'm not saying this to sound like any kind of sourpuss or negative or anything like that, but the day Derek Jeter passes away, that plate becomes,
well, that man's a machine. I mean, like he's in such good shape. Like, dude, I live off of pizza, beer, and cigarettes. You know what I mean? Like, he's gonna outlive me. We can probably, it's safe to say that Derek Jeter is gonna outlive me. So
this just in, Derek Jeter got hit by a train.
Oh shit.
Priceless.
We fucking willed it. We willed it.
We're putting this on auction now, dude.
There you go.
I mean, at that point, like, if he really got hit by a train,
we had to split it 4 ways because we all willed it together.
Oh, he gone. He gone. He gone.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, at that point, it's one of those things where it's a freak accident. Oh shit, man, this thing's gonna fucking pop off.
Oh yeah, it's gonna go.
It's gonna go.
Yeah.
And my thing is that it's so nice to see that the card industry, and it's not just sports cards. It's like card industry, like across the board, has made such a phenomenal comeback. And we have speaking of Mike Trout, like I was saying earlier, he just had a card that sold for $3.5 million.
God damn.
God.
$3.5 million because it
That's,
was a
that's
one
what a
of
museum buys.
it was a one of one. And the guy that flipped the card, he had bought it a couple years earlier for $450,000, threw it in an auction, and it just fucking took off. And it became the highest sold card of all time.
Yeah.
Previously to that card sale, it was the elusive fucking God, it's leaving my mind. The T101 tobacco card of somebody help me here.
I don't know anything
I don't
about
know
cards,
shit about
brother.
sports.
Tobacco
dude.
card, Hank Aaron.
No, way before him.
I got nothing.
Smoking
All right.
Joe.
Well, I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Smoking
You
Joe.
know what? And no one's even gonna know what the hell I'm talking about because they're like
No, no one cares.
I should have had the meter hit like number 10 by now. Like as soon
That's
as I start,
fine. That's fine.
That's
You know.
fine. Come on.
Dog.
Collector pieces. This
But, like, with the whole-
I totally forgot about the
Um,
meter. Yeah,
yeah.
you
With
the
you
whole
would've got hit
collection-
with the meter.
Yeah, so hold
With
on
your
to
whole
that card,
collection
'cause
thing,
one of
though,
these
like-
days- I'm telling you, man, one of these days you're gonna get a call from an auctioneer, but it's not a call, not an email, a call from the auctioneers. It's not gonna be no.
you know, my thing is that like I do sell
He's gonna get the
stuff,
soft abuse
and it's
call.
stuff that like I don't like. I do sell stuff, and I actually have sold some pretty good money products, but like stuff that I really am attached to. I'm sorry, man. There's just not enough. Like, there's just not
Yeah.
enough money in the world, man. Like, for me to let it go, because I just feel like, you know, maybe I could circle back around and want it later on in life, and I won't be able to afford it. And that's kind of like what my mentality is, right? When I sell something, if I give this up, will I be able to afford it later to get it back if I change my mind? And
Well,
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is what collectors go through. This is where I'm going to get into some terminology here. You have
Yeah,
steals.
just an FYI, we're running overtime, so let's wrap
That's
up
okay.
the card thing
So-
and move on.
so-
Oh,
so
sorry, guys,
in
man.
any
Nah, it's all good, man.
and any collecting price comes up a difference. You get the big steals. Now the steals is what you're going to get when you get what is a low priced item, whether it's on sale. It's sometimes it may be some random peg warmer. Peg warmers where it sits on the store peg, and for whatever reason, it doesn't get picked up. Maybe there's not enough fans locally at the local Target or at whatever store there is. So you get your peg warmers, and those you can get at a regular price, whether it's an action figure, card, whatever, and you get that steal. And that's what you want. That's the premier thing you want. The next big steal is the one you get when it's a hand-me-down. Parents do this to their kids. I don't know why. Wish parents were more familiar with this, but yes, their parents want to give away their son's cards or their kids' collectibles, and they don't realize how
Yep.
No, it's
how
insane
valuable it is.
what
That
you
is
can come
ridiculous.
across with that mentality. I went to
Here's the story.
I can't even remember
Maryland.
part of Maryland we went to, but I had Irving drive with me because it was the most massive collection, and they sold it to me for $100, and I was like, "Can you send me some pictures before I drive all the way out there?" And they were sending me pictures of things that you would buy online for $300 a box. You know what I mean? There was just unopened packs of just wonderful, wonderful things.
Yeah,
And,
completely unopened.
It was unbelievable. Like when I got in there, I saw it and I was like, this is real. Like, this is really happening. Here's $100. I felt like I was robbing them with no gun. You know what I mean? Like, I was trying to load up the car as
Wow.
fast as I could. I was like Irving, we got to get the fuck out of here, dude.
Before they
Right.
realize
You
what
gotta get
happened.
out
If
now.
one of them fucking just looks up any of this,
Right, you're screwed.
they're gonna stop us and be like, "Wait a minute, here's your $100. I think we can get more of it,
Yeah.
more money on
Yeah,
eBay."
allow me to
Um,
clarify.
It was awful,
This
dude.
wasn't
Like
an
my
open-
heart was pounding. I was like stealing from them with
This
fucking
wasn't-
weapons. Like,
This was a literal heist. And you know, everybody has a story about a heist, and you gotta move on that quick. It's just like robbing a bank. You have 2 minutes to get out of there before anyone figures out what happened.
no,
how
90
does-
seconds.
How
I
does,
just
how
went.
does he know
I
how
went
much
by
time it
the-
takes?
I went by the. By
That's why
the,
he's always late.
Yeah, he goes over. I tell you, it was like I became a getaway driver at that point. Because as soon as Ivan goes in, he's like, Irving, I need you to go down to the basement and check this out. So I go down there to help him because Ivan comes out of there in a hurry. Eyes.
No, I was
bugging out
white.
wide.
Like, I was like, I can't even believe this is
Right now.
happening. Like,
I go
get this in the
down
car.
there.
Get the fuck out
I
of here.
don't
Right.
think Ivan drew a big enough picture.
We gotta go.
It wasn't unopened packs. It was unopened set boxes.
Like boxes?
The
Yeah.
entire
Yeah, just
league
boxes
for that
of, like,
year.
That's
Like,
crazy.
I'm telling you, there was boxes in there that go online all day for like hundreds of dollars, and
Oh yeah,
Right.
no idea what they had. And
just
like honestly, man, I kind of felt bad because like I felt like I was taking advantage of them.
Yeah, but they named the price. They had you can't
Right.
look at it that way. They had every opportunity to go forth and look. Everybody has the internet, and if they say they
Yeah.
don't, they're lying. I don't care how poor you are
They-
or how rich you are. You all
They
have
didn't
access to it
appreciate
somewhere.
those things.
Right.
they were well off.
They didn't
They-
appreciate those
Yeah, they
things. They were
didn't.
just
They
like,
didn't
let's
appreciate
get rid of this shit.
Yeah, it's my
It's
It's
like
just
when
taking
you
up room in the basement, right?
Bro, it's right. It's like when you have, if you were to have a yard sale, right? If you were to have a yard sale, like you're trying to get rid of that shit, bro. Like,
Right.
you really give a fuck if somebody buys some doily that was worth $1 million? Like, there's
Yeah.
no way you would ever know. Like, you would just let it rot away.
Like
Yeah.
it was crazy. I mean, like the stuff we
Yeah, I
the stuff
walked down
we
to that
hauled out of
basement.
there, like
Right.
it was.
Literally. I saw.
All right,
it
listen.
for years.
I would say that is like that haul is like 50% of like my favorite stuff that I own.
right.
It was
So-
unbelievable. And
It was-
and
it was-
before that, I had been collecting my whole life.
now.
And that one haul was 50% of what I hold dear in
All
my
right, man. Hey,
All right.
let's
Now-
wrap this up. Let's wrap this up. I'm
Okay,
gonna bring in
so
Logan
I'm
to
still-
change subjects.
I'm going to bring in one more piece of terminology.
Okay.
We're supposed to educate people on this. So there's another piece of terminology. Now this one's a bit less favorable. It's called scalpers. Everybody hates them. I don't care what collecting is.
Oh, it's huge.
Scalpers are the most despised stuff. What they will do is whenever sometimes yes, you can predict without you can make accurate predictions as to what line item, collectible piece, whatever you're going to get is going to be worth money because whatever hype, whatever film, whatever season, whatever item it is going to be worth it. And you can make that prediction. It's just completely unpredictable. Scalpers will run to the retail outlets that sell all of these and buy everything.
Oh shit, bro. I just did it. I just did it with this New Wave toys. I shit you not. So the New Wave toys, the 1942 and 43, I'll make this quick, Nelson, that are coming out.
Yeah.
They're only released in the United States and in Canada. They do not have the license to release it overseas. So I bought 2 of everything
boom,
because I'm selling that shit overseas and I don't give a fuck. And,
boom.
You know
peop-
what?
and if I
That's
triple
fine.
my money,
That's
then I'll
fine.
be able to buy the shit that I wasn't able to get before.
Yep,
Right.
That's
Boom.
right. That's perfect.
That's how you
Why not?
roll, dude.
Why not?
I'm talking about.
I love
I'm
it.
talking about the
Yeah.
scalpers.
Love
Go
it.
ahead. And,
Yeah. I look at it myself as I'm a businessman. A scalper is something that everybody has access to. These people don't, so I'm providing their service. You got to pay for my service, brother.
Exactly,
You're
dude.
providing a service, you need to get
allow
You're a
me
paid.
to
businessman.
differentiate. Allow me to differentiate.
You're
All right.
providing a service, you need to get paid, my man.
Colt is buying 2.
All right, man.
Scalpers are
Check
buying
it
the
out.
whole shelf.
Lolo.
Right.
Hello?
Yo, where's your
Your
video, man?
camera's not on.
Oh. Is it working now? Oh, it's because
if your lights
Uh,
are
it's
off.
this flap
you're-
thing.
Hey.
Oh.
There's a
Privacy
flap thing on
flap.
my camera, and I don't know why.
Wah,
Oh,
wah.
no, that's
Whoa.
so they can't watch you. Big Brother's trying to watch
Oh.
you.
Hey, make it quick, man. Let's see your
I
collection.
know this. I know this person. I don't.
Yeah.
He doesn't know me, but I know him.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, whatever. Shut up.
Yeah, whatever, old man.
So I got this one. This one's
Whatever,
like a
Gandalf.
Fortnite sort of Funko Pop.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, Funko Pop.
So
You can't
that one.
take your camera. Did you take them down? Just show your wall.
Yeah, I took him down. I thought you wanted me to show you
Ah,
the visual.
what a weirdo, bro. No,
I
we
didn't
ain't got
know.
that kind of time. Uncle Ivan ate up the fucking half an hour of our time, dude.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
That's
all.
okay.
No, just run the clock. Run the clock.
Nah, we
Go
were
ahead.
nerding
Go
out
ahead.
for a
Let's
while there.
Run the
It's all
clock.
good.
I have
Let's run the
more.
clock.
I have a lot.
We haven't
I don't
done
know.
something in 3 weeks.
Nelson,
Run the
you're-
clock.
He collects pops.
Funko
Yeah.
Pop. Yeah.
You know, there's a
Um,
pop store in Newtown, right?
Wait.
I
My
think I
bud-
did see that.
My buddy owns it.
Oh shit. For
I
real?
have to. Yeah, no doubt.
Nice.
Oh, that's what's up.
You know what's so funny about Pop, man? I before I even knew.
Hey,
that
show
I
the
was-
Xenomorph.
Oh, the Xenomorph. Yeah, Xenomorph is probably my favorite. Wait.
Before I even knew Pop was like a thing and it was collectible. I don't know. I bought a couple for a friend of mine. I forgot why I did it. He did something nice for me, and I was at a comic book store and I grabbed a couple, and now he's like, "Yo, man, those things are worth money, bro." Like it was.
Yeah.
I walked.
Lolo, where's the Xenomorph?
Oh, it's right here.
And now I'm just like, man, I didn't even buy one for
Nice.
myself.
Oh, that's
That's
awesome.
the big chap.
Look, the
from,
dome.
the
Put it
first Superman
sideways.
film.
Look, the dome is
Yeah, look at
clear,
that thing.
and you
Yeah,
can
that's
see the
that's
skull
that's the big
inside.
chap.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
That thing's dope. I like
It's
that.
the-
I
it's the,
actually have two of these. One of these are like the Funko Pop, and I bought like a clay made of a version of a Xenomorph. I can go
all right,
grab it.
let's see that one. Yeah, so the pod that he showed, that's the 1979 original, the big chap from the 79 film Alien.
You know what I really like
Bro,
about
grab a
the
handful, man. Get the Mega Man.
What I love
Oh,
about
okay.
those
I'll get it.
pop-
I'll get
Man,
a
you're
handful.
dog. You're failing.
what I love about
I'll
those
get a
pop
handful.
I'm about to
figurines
kick you off, bro.
No,
is-
okay.
is you don't know what they're worth
Right.
until like long time later, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
like did they run like only 500 of them or 100 of them? Like you really don't know. So you're like buying them in the event that that they had a limited run. you
Well,
know?
they'll do
Right.
that
Yeah,
for
grab a
like
handful.
Comic Cons and stuff like that. There'll be there's a special edition Comic Con. This blah blah blah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
my-
love that, man. That is my favorite about collecting stuff is
Now,
finding out that you
now for comic book collectors, there's two kinds. There's the ones just collect the separate issues, and then there are those who collect the omnibus, usually the hardcovers, like the
Right.
hardbound books.
Yeah, that's me, man. I
Yeah,
collect like the
same
bigger
here.
books.
Same
Yeah.
here. I still have the gift my brother Ivan got me, which is the what was it?
Watchmen.
Kingdom Come for DC.
Did I get you Watchmen at some point?
No, you gave Watchmen to Nelson. You gave me Kingdom Come. It's Alex.
Nah, I don't
Ross.
have Watchmen.
I'm holding on to that one.
I don't
It's
have
Alex
Watchmen.
Ross, man.
No.
Logan, let's see him, buddy.
Okay.
Favorite comic book artist.
Here's the clay version of the Xenomorph that I got. Here's that one.
Nice.
Yo, check it
Nelson,
out.
I'm gonna send you my friend's girlfriend's Instagram thing. You got to check it
Sweet.
out. She does professional photography stuff, and she has more Funko Pops than Funko has Pops.
Nice.
So yeah,
And then I have
Hey,
this
show the
one.
Mega Man.
Mega Man, right here.
Mega Man's one of my favorites.
Yo,
All
what?
right, bring it up.
Oh,
Yeah,
God, work.
Wait,
I gotta
Oh,
do
God.
that.
Oh, God,
Here, just
that
do that.
figurine right there.
that's awesome.
Is, I mean, we could start a whole new show just on that figurine
On
and talk
Pops.
about Mega Man
About
and
Mega
just talk
Man.
about Mega Man. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Mega Man is the shit, dude.
Mega Man / Rockman. Yes, absolutely.
I remember one time my dad told me to turn off the game.
You got
and
motherfuckers Googling that shit right now. They're like, who the fuck is Rockman?
Yeah, right. That's
One
right.
time, Wait. No.
What else you got, kid?
Oh, I have more Funkos. But one time we were playing Mega Man, my dad told me to turn off the little game console, and I accidentally clicked reset, and we had to reset the whole entire game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We were on a marathon.
That's a curse that every.
Well, it only takes an hour to beat that joint anyway. So
Nah, get the fuck out of here.
Here's
Mega Man
BB.
2?
I'll tell you the longest game to beat when you were.
Oh shit, he's got
Oh,
Figment.
look at that!
Yo,
Look at that!
yo. All right,
I
man.
got
Let's,
BB-8.
let's play a quick game, man. So here's another thing I collect, and I'm actually building a theater room right now. And so I collect movie memorabilia. So
Oh yes.
to spice things up here, I'm gonna hold shit up, and you guys take a guess. Ready?
Okay.
Oh, I wish your son wasn't on here.
The bat phone.
The bat phone.
Yeah. Now, memorabilia is where you pick up objects related to the franchise, but they don't directly advertise it. They're Easter eggs on their own that you're basically collecting.
Yeah, so that's what personally. That's what I'm going for. I'm kind of I'm not getting like the more obvious stuff. Some of the stuff I have is obvious, but I like the more obscure movies or the more obscure like imagery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What about this guy here?
Oh, Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead.
Yep. Walking Dead bat.
Yep.
Hey, you're not allowed to
I
talk
see
unless
those.
we're on video.
Either that or you just used it earlier because somebody didn't clean the room.
I actually just bought
Maybe.
this for my new movie room.
Oh, there you go.
Dolph.
That's what's up.
It's a
Dolph,
giant fucking pillow.
Oh, yo, Nelson, you know what? Well, it will go, but it won't go.
Mhm.
I did a full recreation of the Tron tournament poster that was movie size scale. So it was what, 42 by 30
Oh
something.
wow!
I
Yeah,
did a
dude.
full dude. That thing is 99.9% authentic. I'll print you one and poster so
Dude,
you
you're
can get
the
it.
you're the fucking man, dude.
Wow. Yeah.
It'll fit.
You're
It'll
the
fit there
man.
nicely.
Well,
actually-
I'm
making
Speaking of Prince, you know,
He was a great singer. Yes. Okay, move on.
that, no, Prince like with a T. So
Thor's hammer.
That's what's up.
Prince with a T. So I have all these.
I am
goddamn
worthy.
prints that I just ordered, and I was like, okay, so I'm hitting up every wall in my place, like, because I live in a house that has zero art on the wall.
Oh,
Muzzle.
Gizmo. Nice.
Muzzle.
It's awful. It's awful. Like I feel like I'm in like in like a model home or something.
It looks like you're in a model home.
It's so fucking weird.
Remember the fifth.
I have this. I have
Gunpowder
that guy.
treason.
That is nice.
That guy.
By the gunpowder treason.
So this guy right here, right? He actually has a really good story.
Ooh, artwork. I collect artwork.
So I bought this thing. I don't know. I think I was like 26 years old, and it was like my big purchase as like looking at art. And how I ended up with that was I saw it at the VIP lounge in DC, and it was like a nightclub I used to go to, and it was right in front. And so I'm blowing lines with this fucking guy, and he's like, "Oh man, let's go up to my studio." And he had a studio in an apartment building that I was hanging out at. So we go up there, and I was like, "Hey man, I've seen that fucking painting before. I love that painting." I was like, "Where have I seen that at?" And he was like, "Oh, it was at the VIP lounge." So I was like, "Oh man, I have to have it. You know, like, let me buy it off you." And he was just giving me such an outlandish price. And I was just like, "Man, I can't afford that, bro. That's out of control, dude. I can't do it." So every time I would run into him, he was a degenerate gambler, right?
They're the best kind.
Yeah.
Get all your shit half
gambler.
off.
So every time I saw him, I always asked for it. And I just got lucky one day. He came back from Atlantic City when you would travel to go gamble. Now you can just go down the street.
Shit, you don't even need to leave your house now.
Right.
Yeah. And so he comes back and he's like, "Yo, I don't even know how I'm going to pay fucking mortgage on my place. Fucking rent, whatever." And I was like, man, you can sell me that fucking painting, man. Like, so I took advantage of a situation. I almost
helped them out.
I should say I felt bad about it, but I did
Nah,
not.
don't feel
Nope.
bad. You helped them out, dog. You helped them out.
I was like, I got this motherfucker.
All right,
Like-
check it out. Check it out. So we're doing artwork. I didn't want to
Yeah.
take them all off my walls, but this
Ooh.
is my
I love 'em.
studio.
Nice. I like that.
I
bro.
love them.
So I also collect masks. I like masks, and I just like stuff that isn't painting to kind of intersperse.
Nice. That's gorgeous.
And,
Some of my favorites right there.
yeah, buddy.
Well, hey,
That's my collection of
while
artwork.
we're showing his artwork, I actually have an original.
I have an original Nelson on my back. Actually, I have two original Nelsons on my back.
So give me 1 second. I'll be right
Don't
back.
you take your shirt off or pants? I'm
It
gonna have
is,
to throw
Do
it.
it.
it is my
Do
favorite
it.
piece. You guys are gonna love it. It's so good, and it's an original. So hang on to your underwear.
It was also early in my career.
So
All right. So
while he's oh, good. What you got? What you got?
this is what we're referring to when we say omnibus. Usually a collected series, everything, a deluxe a deluxe collection. So this is the one that I received. Great present. By Ross. It's the Kingdom Come omnibus.
Oh wow.
Ooh, Alex Ross. I love Alex Ross.
It's deluxe.
Can you guys see the whole thing?
Cover. You know, it's got the nice.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, man. He's
That's all right.
show and telling over there. Let me.
Yeah. I'm still holding on to that.
I would.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Whip out your dong again.
I love this fucking painting, man. Like, it's damn near close to sleeping with me. Like when I love something, I love it. Like, and this painting.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
It's so cool. It's like an angel with a tattoo gun with a dice on it, and it's just so fucking cool. I love this painting. I can't afford any more of Nelson's paintings.
Yeah, you can.
So
what you're saying is there's a black market. Nelson can have me print something. I can save the file and I can reproduce it and sell it for half the price.
and I'll keep buying them.
Nice.
And I'll just keep buying them. Like I'm like, oh shit, man, there's a limited edition to fucking 8. And I'll set the limited edition.
All right, check it out, man. I saved.
I'll even get him signed. I'll even get him signed for you.
I made him sign, dude. You think I'm joking? I made him sign a fucking print that he did for me.
Yeah, I remember that. You won it
And
in
I
a
was
raffle.
like, I won it in the raffle, and I said, you need to sign that shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And he was like, and Nelson was like, why the fuck am I gonna sign this shit? I said, dog, like one day you might be famous. We don't know right now.
Right.
That's true.
And when he
Hey,
dies,
dude.
he can be double famous.
You need to sign the shit right now.
Artists don't get famous till they die.
That is absolutely true.
He could
Absolutely.
get run over by
Nelson, you got a
car tomorrow.
He got a sniffle
And-
right now. I see it.
And
He
my
caught
print,
something.
my print might be worth something because
Wait.
it's signed by fucking Nelson Arias.
You
it
can't
gets
die
run
yet.
over by a
You
car.
need to finish my Tron. Then you can
Yeah,
die.
no bullshit.
I'm missing my afterglow. Hang tight.
Yeah, man.
Will him dead
Well,
later.
All right,
Well,
check it
this-
out, man.
This one, he signed this one, so like I don't need anything else from.
Okay, are you guys still wishing death on people?
No,
get a price
well,
for your collectibles?
All right, check it out, man. We are approaching 1 hour and a half, so let's end it at 1.5. However,
All right.
I did want to save what I consider for myself my favorite, my piece de resistance, and this right here, gentlemen, is true to my heart. This right here is from the tattoo world. Give you a little bit of info on it. This here is a Sailor Jerry acetate stencil. So if you've gotten tattooed in recent years, they shave your arm, clean your arm, put a piece of paper that has like purple stencil stuff, and it transfers to your arm. Before that technology, you would take a piece of acetate, draw what you want on there, and then you etch it. And it obviously has to be inverted. So then they smear ink on it, wipe most of the ink off, and the ink that stays in the etch, they would wet your arm, press it on your arm, and that's how you would get a stencil onto an arm. This is a acetate stencil by Sailor Jerry.
I love it. I think that is fucking wonderful, dude.
It's a piece.
Saving the best for last, dude. This is fucking insane.
This isn't just a collectible. This is a piece of history.
Right.
Oh.
And that's where the whole collection thing comes full circle.
Boom.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
You can't buy this from me. You can't offer me enough money for this.
Boom. What I say? There is no amount of money if you're in love with your collectible. There's
Absolutely, man.
Like you know, a lot of people say there's a price for everything, and
Right.
and you know,
They didn't-
like
they
I
didn't
don't believe in that. I don't believe in that.
Dude,
when I
I don't-
started collecting,
if there's a couple mil on the table, if there's a couple mil
I was
on the
gonna say,
table,
okay,
10
okay.
million.
bro.
All
All
right,
right,
well-
so all right, real quick. I
Yes,
told Nelson
you're
the
right.
story. I'm gonna have to change. I'm gonna have to change what it is, but we'll just say that it's a Mario Brothers sealed. Or actually, no, we won't even say that. Okay, so there is a game that my buddy has for original PS1 sealed in a case that he bought at the dollar store. It is now going for around $20,000. So he had wanted to sell it, then found out that it was worth a shit ton more. And he's like, well, I'm going to hold out then. Cause to me, it doesn't, it's found money. It's, you know, it doesn't matter. So now the question is, what is enough money? So if he gets it graded, you know, he has to put money out for that. But if he sells it, and if it's over X amount of dollars, he's going to have to pay tax on it. So what's the right amount of money?
Right.
Or how do you sell it so that way you don't have to pay the tax? You know, do cash in hand?
Right.
Well, the guy lives in Texas. The guy ain't going to drive up to PA, and he ain't going to drive to Texas. So what do? That's the problem. Now, what's enough money? Now, is $50,000 enough money for a video game? Fuck yeah, it is.
Right.
You know.
Oh no,
But
I guess
man.
this
Oh,
is where
no.
this is where you'll hit the conundrum again. And bringing up Ivan's piece.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
No,
2
no,
minutes.
Bring up the
Right.
Ivan's piece for the Derek Jeter. It's, you know, you're crossing into two different areas.
Right.
There's no way to get it back.
Right.
That's the
That's
problem.
the
And
thing.
history buffs.
The video game you can play, there's ROMs of them out there.
Yeah.
You can do a thing and make as many copies as you want. You know, Sailor Jerry original. Oh mama, he dead. You ain't making that again.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
Right.
your
That's it.
plate,
It's over.
your plate. There's technically, I mean, so we'll just say there's one black and white. That's for certain. There's one black and white, and you own it. That's it. There's no more. So, but is 5 million your number? Because dude, you can buy a nice Caribbean cruise for 5 mil.
You could get a
Exactly.
lot
You
of
know?
shit for
Goddamn
5
boat
million.
for fucking
dog.
You got a
$5
lot
million.
of shit for 5 mil.
You're straight
Yeah.
for
Give me
$5
Give me
million.
$5 million
dude.
and
Give me yourself above the
look,
line.
I'm a big believer in you know, live beyond your means or you're not living at all.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just that guy. Like
Right.
I like nice things and you know, like anytime somebody asks me, how you paying for that? Credit, motherfucker.
Yeah. I'll find
That
a way.
sounds-
If
That
you're
sounds like a
not-
tomorrow problem.
If
Yeah.
that sounds
Exactly.
Tomorrow,
like
Ivan has to
tomorrow's problem, not today. We enjoy it.
it.
We're
Right.
enjoying it
I
now.
feel you,
aren't
man.
we?
Look, man, I've seen too many people just disappear, and then you're just
Right.
like, "Fuck, dude! Like, you should have lived it up." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Exactly. No, I'm a big believer. I tell a lot of people, like, you know, what is this? You know, if somebody was to ask me what the secret to life is, I'm like, you know, look, live above your means because you'll never live like that ever again. Like, you could die tomorrow.
Yep.
And
Right.
and if you're not making that fucking payment on your last dollar, God, you're living way too safe. Live on the edge.
But this is coming from a guy
Get it
who
with your last
do
fucking
you have
dollar.
do you have kids?
No, I don't.
See, there you go. Different story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Touche.
You
It's
can't tell that story when you got the kids.
it's a
Pay
different
everything
story.
with the last dollar you have. Bro.
It's the secret.
That's how you gotta live.
Yeah.
You gotta hide that perspective.
And if you don't
you're
live like
hiding
that,
from
dude,
the light.
I'm sorry, man. You're really not fucking stretching your fucking.
No, I get it. No, you're absolutely right. No, there's a point.
Yeah,
there's
man.
there's a point of you need to balance that edge on this. You need to be right on the edge of that sword where, you're
all it
living
does
life.
is build
but-
more credit anyway.
Right. Yeah,
All it
Nelson's
does is
gonna
build
pop
more
here.
credit.
Watch, Nelson's gonna pop in a minute. We're over a minute.
It's
Ah!
over.
Yes. Like, look,
It's
man.
over.
If you stretch every last dollar you have and you're making your payments on time, all you're doing is building better credit. So then you could fucking
Buy more shit.
yourself somewhere else. Like, hey, I had a good week this week. Let
All
me
right,
just
man.
go buy this over there.
All right, we're out.
All right. Peace out.
This is
everyone.
not a financial channel.
This
So
is not.
please,
This
No.
is not a financial advising channel.
this is
All right.
not. Don't listen to anything I say. This is for
Buy low, sell high.
this,
I know so.
this is definitely for people that
Dogecoin.
Have no kids.
Dogecoin. Buy as much as you
Dog
that
can.
Dogcoin is some shit. Fuck that, man. I'm so
All right,
sick
man.
of hearing about that stupid shit.
We're
Like,
outta here.
everybody
Give to
thinks
Caesar
they
what is
struck it
Caesar's.
rich on fuck. I was like, did you buy that thing when it was 0.003? Okay, if you didn't buy it then, you're not rich. You just maybe doubled your money. Like
Right.
your
You doubled
$100 you put it in.
Double $20.
Congratulations, you
All right,
have
my
$200.
dude.
All
Hey,
right. And
listen.
we can still talk. Just end the show.
thank you everybody for tuning in. One more in the books.
Thanks for having me. I
Nerdology
appreciate it.
101. Yeah, for sure, man. Thank you for coming. Thanks
Oh,
to-
good
thanks,
guess.
Slice.
Colt.
Oh yeah, Colt's an animal, dude.
Good guess, Colt. Love it.
So
Thanks to Kleiss,
So let's get some deep
for showing
performances
up.
out of you, Cole.
Yeah, hey Colt, you're welcome back anytime, man.
Dude.
The
No,
subjects
great
are there.
guess. Great
He's on the
guess.
group too, man. So show him some love.
Yeah.
But thank you everybody. Like, share, and subscribe. Join our group on Facebook. Give us ideas for the show. Comment, please. And thanks, man. So
Click the link.
later. Boom.